my dear students. Board exams are near. I'm also excited as you people are. I'm here to provide the last moment tips for you people. So, as you people know, in science, there are three different parts: physics, chemistry, and biology. I'll be talking about the biology part. As you know already, 28 to 30 marks of biology questions you can expect in the science board papers. In biology, there are five major chapters: life processes, control and coordination, how do organisms reproduce, heredity, and our environment. Among all these five, life process carries the major marks, that is 9 marks. Okay, so if we take up the life process chapter itself, each and every line from this chapter is very much important. You have to read each and every line from the NCERT book. And the next point will be diagrams. So major diagrams are from this chapter, like stomata diagram, digestive system, respiratory system, human circulatory system, human excretory system, nephrons. All these diagrams are very much important. Please do concentrate on that. Diagram based question also you can expect from this chapter. So when you're drawing the diagram, make sure to draw with a sharp pencil and draw the diagram in the center of the page so that you will get enough space to your right hand side and to your left hand side to label the parts. Always try to label the parts towards your right hand side, and if not possible, then you go for the left hand side. So use a very thin line to label the diagrams so that your diagram will get highlighted. And when you're labeling, the arrow mark of the labeling to be outwards. And always make sure to label the diagram with the exact name. So sometimes in the question paper, what will happen? They will give the statements. Like for example, the organ which produces the bile juice. So when you're labeling, the answer will be liver. So that liver you have to write. So don't write the complete statement which is given in the question while labeling it. You have to write the answer as liver. So like that kind of questions also you can expect. So the next thing is name the diagram. Always below the diagram, name the diagram. Because the evaluator should be knowing, he must be knowing what is the diagram you have drawn. So these are the few points about diagram. Next comes in this chapter, activity questions. If you see the NCERT textbook, there is a lot of activities are given in the book. So on those activities also you can expect questions. Activity based questions you can expect. In each activity, please concentrate on the aim of the experiment, materials required, procedure, observation, and inference. You should be knowing all these five major parts in the activity. So they might ask you a question for a 5 mark, write an experiment for to prove carbon dioxide is important for the photosynthesis. So like this kind of questions you can expect. Activity based questions, majorly it comes in 5 marker or in the 3 marker, and even you can expect in 1 mark questions. So next come to differences. There are many differences, differentiate between these two. For example, differentiate between arteries and veins, differentiate between photosynthesis and respiration, differentiate between autotrophs and heterotrophs. So these are the questions you can expect in differentiation part. So when this kind of question comes, make sure to draw a tabular column and write in complete statement. Don't use one word answers over that. Write in complete statements and point wise answers in the differentiation part. So the next major concept you can expect is photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, what is the definition of photosynthesis? The balanced chemical equation of the photosynthesis, steps which are involved in the photosynthesis, and what is the importance of photosynthesis is very much important. So the next part is digestion. In digestion, you should be knowing the proper diagram, where the organs come, what is the position of the organs, what is that particular organ produces. For example, stomach. Stomach produces which are the digestive juices. What are the functions of those digestive juices you should be knowing. What liver produces. What is the function of bile juice. What is the function of pancreatic juice. All these points you should be knowing very well for your examinations. Coming back to respiration part, so you might be knowing in NCERT there is a pathway given for the breakdown of glucose. So that exact pathway you should be knowing very well, because on that concept you can expect a 1 marker or a 2 marker question. So that pathway you need to learn it very well. So in that pathway you might have seen alcoholic fermentation is given, lactic acid fermentation is given, and aerobic respiration is also given. So that will be another part. So coming back to the circulation part, in circulation you must be knowing about blood flow through the heart, the flow of the blood between heart and the body part, that is double circulation, you should be knowing very well, along with the diagram of human heart. The last part of this chapter is about excretion. In excretion part, you should be knowing human excretory system diagram, nephron diagram, how the blood will be filtered in the nephrons to form the urine. So these concepts are majorly important for your examinations. The next major chapter in biology is heredity and evolution. And evolution part is removed. You have to concentrate only on the heredity part. Heredity carries 7 marks in your board paper. So you can expect questions of heredity chapter in 4 mark, that is case study based questions, and 3 mark questions. So in this heredity chapter, you should be knowing what is variation, what is the importance of variation, and also the concepts of monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. You please practice on solving the monohybrid cross related problems and dihybrid cross related problems. Let us move on to general points which you need to concentrate in your examination. So first thing is about maintain neatness in the paper. Write neatly and legibly. Avoid scratches in your paper. Use blue ball pen only. Draw flowcharts and diagrams wherever it is necessary. When you're drawing the diagram, make sure to use pencil only. Don't draw with the pen. And draw a line after each answer. Answer point-wise. Don't ever answer in paragraph. Underline the keywords. Draw tabular column when you're answering. Differentiate between types of questions. Complete one section first, then you go for the other section. When you're starting the other section, make sure to draw the line and write the heading as section A which you're starting and underline it so that it will get highlighted. When it comes to MCQs, in the margin, you write the question number. When you're answering, write the option also and complete answer of that option too. And last and major important point is attempt all the question, don't leave any questions. For example, if you're answering, you've thought, 3 mark question, so 3 point has to be written or 4 points has to be written. So when you don't know the answer, at least write 1 or 2 point which is related to the topic. Don't ever leave the question completely and come. So attempt all the question. I hope all these points will help you out. All the best for your examination. Thank you.